Hello, welcome to 6 Year Box. Right about now, we're going to go to the press conference reaction. This is Ange's presser, where we look at the press conference reaction for the Tottenham Arsenal match. Let's just quickly go into the press conference and just listening, and then I'll react to the what the manager is saying. So let's go. I think the first thing was about Perisic, and he was saying Perisic is out due to an injury in training. And let's just listen a little. Yeah, because I'm just just what Ange's been, the way it just comes across. It's talking about the, which I think is better. It's like you're going into a game with one of your biggest rivals and your biggest rival anyway in London, and then you basically you're not trying to tell the players what to expect. You just want them to go, and definitely I think the players should be telling them what to expect, to be honest. Some of the players anyway, but some of the players, new players, I think they just got clear mind of what the game will be like. If they don't know, I think they will know by now how big this game is coming up. Two sides playing really well. And The first game of the was only 3 points, but at the end of the day, bragging rights. And he was just saying that basically, I think I liked his approach really. He was saying that, it's just better to let the players get on with it and it's going to be there to give them advice. I think E2 might be he's been I think he's been in one of the big some of the biggest derby, especially in Scotland, which is the Celtic and Rangers. But I think he's this one will be he's going to be a little bit he's normally very very hyped, and sometimes it goes onto the pitch as well where there's going to be players pushing each other, winding each other up. So he's going to be uh, I don't want to say he's going to be good. I don't think he looks like somebody that's going to be surprised by anything, but he's going to see a different side of, in terms of, coaching, managing Tottenham. This is going to be his first derby, and he's going to see the rivalry between the two sides, and, I'm not going to say he's going to be in for a shock, but in terms of the players, I like his approach about just let the players get on with it. So, let's listen to the to Ange a little bit more. Yeah, and another thing, yeah, I think what he's talking about in terms of the physical aspect of the game, because whatever thing you do, you could make a mistake. That's normal. But when you're being physically ready and having physically in terms of energy to go on and on, I think that might tell in this game towards the end of the game as well. I know Arsenal played in midweek. Tottenham have been fresh all week, so I expect Tottenham to have a little bit more, especially later on in the game when when the game gets really stressed out, and I expect Tottenham to have that a little bit of. I've seen games in the past whereby two teams playing, one played in midweek and the other was fresh, and the team that played in midweek look a little bit more snappy into the tackles. They're more aggressive. They're winning the second balls. So I've seen that in the past before. So yeah, I hope that don't happen on Sunday. But I think Tottenham have to push that advantage of being the fresher side, and they need to like take advantage and put a lot of pressure on, in terms of on Arsenal, and win their one v one battles. Recovery runs are quicker. So I expect that sharpness from Tottenham a little bit more, but you never know in these kind of games how the game will pan out. But the manager is saying, the players prepare to keep them in a good condition for the game, and if you prepare well for the game, they don't have to prepare differently for this game because it's just another 3 points. So yeah, I think I understand where the manager is coming from. Yeah, I think there's just some adverts there. Just gonna skip those. yeah. I keep seeing him like some on radio, like people, some pundits saying, "Oh, Tottenham have to change the way they play against Arsenal." Um, Personally, I don't think. Yeah, we have to play the way we want to play. We have to. I think that's what the manager will be saying as well, basically. So yeah, and yeah, just go. Yeah, like I don't get that. Whereby you have to you know your beliefs or your principles. I think that applies to life as well, everyday life. Everyday living, the way you live your life. And that applies to real life. Just the way I look at it. Because if you just gonna have to be yourself. Some people will take you, some people won't. Just gonna have to be yourself. It might work for you in one instance, might not work for you in another instance. But you just have to be yourself. And I think Tottenham should just go there and play their game. Push the fullbacks high and try and dominate Arsenal. There's gonna be loads of spacing behind, and just deal with it. Deal with it. Use the ball properly. I think the manager will understand that as well. And I don't see him as somebody that's going to change. Don't know why people are thinking Tottenham should change. I think some Tottenham Arsenal fans are saying, "Oh, that they don't think that Tottenham will come and play the way they've been playing all season." Which, I will find really shocking if we go there and they just sit back and park the bus. So I think you have to be like that. You have to go with where your principles are. Yeah, so yeah, it was. I think the injury to Perisic is a big one for me. I think it gives Tottenham something different on that left. He could cross the ball, left foot, right foot, uh, can put the ball on the sixpence. We need that crosses coming in. So that's a big injury, and Brian Hill as well. He's out. He's gonna use. I think he's gonna be. He's supposed to be the one deputizing on that side as well. So yeah, it's gonna be a bit of a changing stuff during the game because depending on how the game is going, it's gonna be interesting to see what he does. And we've only got one striker, proper like you know what do you call it? Notable striker in Richarlison. So I'm gonna see he's gonna play Sonny on the left, play Richarlison down the middle. He's gonna stick with the team. And if I played most of the game against Sheffield United, we're going to see how well he does. But it's a shame that we Tottenham don't have the luxury of Perisic because I think the crossing into the box as well gives something Tottenham something different. And I was talking about Bentancur, he's going to be out for, he's still out for a couple of months, weeks, he says. So Bentancur should be less. Also, as well, it's a shame because he's somebody that can get on the ball, when you need that creativity. Somebody that can get on the ball and do that for you as well. So yeah, it's a shame that the squad is not it's not that good enough, and that might play a big part on Sunday and at the Emirates. So yeah, hopefully, yeah, that's what he's been. He's getting a lot of money for as a manager, so he should be able to manage that properly. But Tottenham are not going to be judged on this game on Sunday. That's for sure. Yeah, so they were just asking him about Veliz, Tottenham striker, signed from Argentina, the under 21 player. I saw him in the under 20 World Cup against Nigeria. It was good. So yeah, they were just talking about him, asking, and you just saying basically the guy needs to settle down, which you expect from an under 21 player. It's going to be good for Tottenham because I think we need something different, somebody big striker, somebody with a big presence. Because against Arsenal on Sunday, I think we're going to have to be a little more creative in terms of how we get our goals. Uh, we're not going to cross the ball, or somebody's not going to head it in, only maybe from a corner kick. And yeah, so it's going to be interesting to see how he does, and hopefully he comes into the team. But I don't expect to see him until, like the manager said, until the second half of the season. So yeah. And he was talking about some other sports in Australia. I'm thinking rugby probably, but yeah. So yeah, basically, it's just what you expect him to say really in terms of where the team will be after this game, and he's basically you can't judge Tottenham on this game, like I said. And in terms of Harry Kane, we're going to miss him. I bet if Tottenham lose tomorrow on Sunday, every fan will be saying, "Oh, where Harry Kane's goal, where Harry Kane's goals," and nobody's talking about it that much now. But people are going to talk about that game, about Harry Kane being, missing with Tottenham and missing Harry Kane. I think the manager, he knows well. I think he's got a clear vision of what he wants, and like he said, he's going to take a couple of windows. And as long as we Sunday, as long as we play well, the results for me is, I mean, if we win, I'll be happy. But as long as we play well and really, 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 what's the word I'm looking for? Really, really, make it into a tough game for Arsenal, and we really, really show that we're improving. It's a new squad, so a new team, new manager, and as long as we make a big game of it, I'm happy. I'm happy, and even if we, because you never know how new players will react to this kind of a derby. They might be in shock, make mistakes, and all that kind of stuff. I'm still not going to judge the team, or the manager after this game. So yeah, so that's Ange's hot presser press conference reaction to the Arsenal game on Sunday, 2 p.m. kickoff. Remember, we're going to be watching that live. We're going to doing a watch along for it. So yeah, join me for that one on Sunday from 1 130 or 145. So thank you very much for watching. This is the Oppressor. Make sure you follow, like, share, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time.